Well, welcome to the third installment of the Banjo Primer tutorials. Today we're going to be working on Worried Man Blues. And if you've been following this series, we did a Boil Them Cabbage down, 2 breaks in the first one. And then the last installment we did Shady Grove. And in those first 2, we learned how to execute the hammer-on and the slide. And we learned the square roll and the forward reverse roll. No new techniques here. We've just got a 2/4 slide that happens 3 or 4 times during the song, but we will have the full C chord. And as a reminder, we've talked about this a lot, the partial ways to make the C chord with 1 finger or 2 fingers, depending on the roll you're doing. But we did mention that in order to play all 5 strings, for whatever roll you're doing, you're going to have to add this middle finger on the 4th string. And that's the same with Worried Man Blues. Let's get into it. The first measure is a forward reverse roll, but you're going to be playing it with your 4th string rather than the 3rd string. Goes like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The second measure, you'll go back to the 3-2-1, like this. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. The third measure, we're going to do a 3-2-1, 5-1-2-3, forward reverse roll, but we're going to add a slide to it, like this. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now notice when I do that slide, I let it hang for most of the measure. I don't slide and then immediately take it off. A lot of beginner students do that. And what you really want to do is slide, and if you're getting a muted tone off the 2nd string, it doesn't mean you need to get that finger out of the way. It means you need to arch your middle finger a little bit more, so you can complete the roll without muting any strings. So measure 3 is going to sound like this. 2, 3, 4. If you want to note during that measure where it's time to move from the 4th fret that you just did the slide to the 2nd fret, I would say the note before it, as I'm going into that 2nd string open on the reverse part of the forward reverse roll. So that would be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th note. Start making your way down. And you don't have to remove your finger. You can actually just let the pressure off the string so you're not getting a slide. But keep your finger on the string and bring it down quietly to the 2nd fret. And that way you don't have to remove it. Look down, place it again. It's already there. 4th measure is just 3-2-1, 5-1-2-3-1. We've done that before. The 5th measure has the full C chord. Should sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure all those strings are ringing. And then the 6th measure, you're going to keep your middle finger on the 4th string 2nd fret to let it sustain the note, but you've got to get to the third string, which is open, without muting it. So again, you've got to work on getting that C chord with a nice curled angle to your fingers so that when you make the chord, all the fretted notes are sounding clean and the open string is also sounding clean. So measure 6 will go like this. Now, if you've practiced it 1,000 times and you still can't get it, it's probably okay to lift that finger off just for that one note there. I'll demonstrate that. Watch my left hand here. I'll take it from the 5th bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you put it back down for the end of that measure there. But the 7th measure also, you're going back to the 3, 2, 1, still holding the C chord. So eventually you've got to learn to keep that C chord down while you're playing this. I'll play 5, 6, and 7 together. 2, 3, 4. Then measure 8, you're back down to the same measure you played as measure 1, the 4th string, 4, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 4, 1. And you're going to repeat that measure because the end of the first 8 bars is the same as the beginning of the next 8. So that just means measure 8 and 9 are the same. The words, though, are going to be different because you're coming off a C. Takes a worried man to sing a worried song. That's measure 8. And then when you hit that 2nd fret 4th string, you're singing it, and you're back repeating the line you did before. Takes a worried man. Okay. The rest of the measures are repetitive, very similar to the first 8 measures. So you learn the first 8 and you've learned the song. Let's try to take it through with the metronome at a couple of different speeds now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. A little faster. 2, 3, 4. A little bit faster still, and now we're going to add a guitar to it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there you have 3 different speeds, but you can create your own tempos if you're having trouble trying to get the slow speed smooth, which is our goal here, right? Always smooth, never how fast you can play it, how smooth you can get all those notes to be. You can always take it slower, set your metronome up at whatever beats per minute you want, or better yet, get your strum machine and work with that, and you'll have bass, guitar, and mandolin, and it'll sound like a real band. That's going to do it for Worried Man Blues. Up next, I'm going to tell you why I've waited a year to do a video on Cripple Creek. See you then.